Well, thank you all for coming today. It is my great honor to be your moderator for this final panel of the great conference that has been ongoing. My name is Robert Morris. I am the Senior Director of External Affairs at the Georgia Ports Authority. That includes the Port of Savannah, which is the fastest growing port in the nation, the fourth busiest terminal in the United States, and undergoing a lot of additional infrastructure growth, which ties very well into this panel that we're about to begin. I wanted to first start off with a little bit of an introduction to the panel and tell you why we wanted to put this particular group together. To my left here is a very seasoned and top-level group of transportation and logistics professionals. Together, what we have the leadership of the Atlanta Airport, a leader in logistics and a transportation leader at Saudi Arabia, as well as myself from the Ports Authority. Together, we have between Georgia and Saudi Arabia a lot of common bonds. We were just discussing that a minute ago, but one of the things I think that's very synergistic and exciting about this panel today is that Saudi Arabia is about to launch into a major development program in transportation and logistics, and is seeking to become one of the world's leading transportation and logistics hubs in the world by 2020. And the mayor of Atlanta, Mayor Reed, has announced that he wants Georgia to be the transportation and logistics hub of North America by 2020. So this is a very interesting combination of goals and ideas. I think here in Georgia, what's exciting is that not only do you have the fastest growing port down in Savannah, but you have the world's largest airport in Atlanta. Those two working together create a transportation and logistics hub that of course I would argue is unrivaled in this country. In Saudi Arabia, what you have is a developing market of 400 million people and growing demands for goods and services. The current infrastructure projects that are ongoing there include airport renovations, massive rail developments such as the Harriman Railway, the Land Bridge, and the North-South Mineral Line. They're building new airports and upgrading existing ones. And the kingdom is targeting a budget of $100 billion in investments. That is definitely not something to smirk at. That is a very ambitious goal, and something that we will be talking about as we move forward in this panel. Well, now's the time I'd like to introduce our panel members. And immediately to my left here is His Excellency the Deputy General Khalid Al-Muallem. Mr. Al-Muallem was appointed Director of General of the Saudi Arabian Airlines in 2006. And has presided over the airline's ongoing modernization and privatization program. His appointment to head one of the leading airlines in the Middle East and among the world's largest followed 5 years as president of Saudi Arabia Telecom Company, where he has also managed its successful privatization, generating the largest IPO in the history of Saudi Arabia and producing in that process what is considered the largest telecom company in the Middle East and among the 10 largest in the world. After His Excellency provides comments, we will then turn to Louis Miller, our relatively new, I thought it was 1 year, but it's actually 14 months as General Manager here at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. When it comes to aviation leadership, Louis Miller is considered an expert on a global level. Not only does he manage the busiest airport in the world, but he also serves as treasurer for the Airports Council International Worldwide. Having taken the helm at Hartsfield-Jackson in September 2010, Miller is observing the first anniversary as general manager, continuing with his vision of providing world-class air transportation services in collaboration with all of the airport's partners, including the airlines, concessionaires, federal agencies, and all airport tenants. Among his major priorities in the completion of the airport's new international terminal is the Maynard H. Jackson Jr. International Terminal, scheduled to open in spring of 2012. And those of us who use that airport a lot will be excited when that comes online. Following Mr. Miller will be Michael Paul, who serves as Vice President for Logistics and Services for Supply Corps Incorporated. Mr. Paul is Vice President of Logistics Services Supply Corps and Arwad Trading and Est in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. So the connection between the United States and Saudi Arabia is very visible in Mr. Paul's career. In this role, his responsibilities include oversight of global logistics and distribution, warehousing, customer correspondence, subcontracting, supplier development, pricing, and inventory management. Additionally, he manages the business development department team for all U.S. and international efforts, while providing most of the direct support for partnership and projects in the Middle East, Africa, and Central Asian regions. Now I would like to turn the program over to His Excellency to provide a PowerPoint, and then we'll move down the line, and afterwards we'd love to take your questions, and finishing up sometime before 4 o'clock. Thank you.